Good evening, and welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the talk show that proves without a shadow of a doubt that the so called African American didn't find his way to America in the trunk of a ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One. Truth is freedom. Truth is freedom. Don't we always say, and the truth will set you free? Well, if the truth is freedom, how come we not free?
Thank you.
And come on, I know you say you think you free, but you have to ask another man, can you do anything?
Thank,
Somebody like Biden,
thank you.
and we cool with it. Tonight, I have one of the guardians from the Acamax coming to talk to us. And tonight, what we're going to do is Friday night. Just got paid. It's Friday night, and we're going to talk a little truth tonight. Now, I know a lot of us don't like the truth, but you're going to find it mighty tasty tonight. Lisa, how you doing?
Oh shoot. Damn it. Okay. Hey, I'm good. I didn't know my mic was open. Woo! We're starting out crazy. Okay, yeah, my mic is on. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? How are you, my brother?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good,
You know,
good.
just want some intelligent conversation, and thought I let my audience in on what I be talking about all the time,
Right,
what kind of people I talk to,
right.
to keep my mind sharp.
We have to keep our sanity. We have to keep ourselves sharp and alert. We have to stay on our game. On our game, on our game, on our game. Like my sister was talking to me tonight. She was like, "Why is your phone beeping and clicking?" I said, "Boo, they listening. They listening." But everything I we doing is all very, 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 very achievable. They know exactly what we are doing, what we want to do, what we are doing, what's happening. So it's no secrets. No
Right,
need to listen. Everything is very, very out in the open because they know the truth. We know the truth. We just need them to understand that we know the truth and they need to come clean and do the right thing. That's it.
right,
Do what is right because you know what the truth is. There are a lot of people who aren't ever going to get it. They're never going to understand. It's above their ability to comprehend. And that's okay. That's just the way it is. We cannot drag them along if they are not they just can't get it. But for the ones of us that actually know the truth, have the research, know what we're talking about, have looked it all over, know the facts, have the lineage, it's a time for reckoning. It's a time for us to daggone get our accounts straight. That's all we're trying to do. We're just getting accounts straight. That's what the goals are. So the truth shall set you free. You have to know your truth. What are you? What are you? Are you an American? Are you a original American Indian? Are you that? Are you indigenous to this land? Or are you some other? We need to know the truth. We need to know because everybody else is actually occupying our homeland. And that means you're a squatter because we didn't invite you here. We gave up nothing. We agreed to nothing. So you're squatting. And so I'm sorry that everybody has been fooled by this, but guess what? The people that are your people have kept all of us blinded, kept the truth from all of us. And I know people are like, daggone, I worked my way through school, or I worked all kinds of jobs when I was 14. I've been working and I brought my family up and I've done this and I invested and brought this and I did it. And they feel like they really did earn their way in this world. And I'm sorry that your forefathers brought you here under the misguided information, the lack of truth that this is not your home. You can't make a place that your forefathers occupied your home. That does not make it home. And it's not fair, but it's your people's fault. It's your people's fault because they did not do it the right way. They were criminal in how they moved. This is not your land. You
Right.
are occupying the land. You are squatting on our land, but land is not yours.
Right.
It's not yours. So all the stuff you achieved, oh, I built this house. I designed this house. Well, you designed it on somebody else's daggone land. You used the materials from our land. You use the resources from our land and the opportunity on our land. So is it yours? Is it really? I don't think so. Now, we are not talking about snatching everything from people. That's crazy, right? But we are talking about restoring our wealth that we should have from all the taxes and all the money and all the commerce, because the reason that you're here in truth is for commerce. You're
Right.
not here to live here. This is not here for your life.
Right.
You're here for commerce. That is what we said. Okay, you can, we could trade, we can do commerce. Okay, well, you guys are under a misguided notion that this was the land of the free and the brave, and y'all came here to live your good lives. No, that was lied to you. That was lie. That's a lie told to all of us. None of these people that came, that was not the idea. It was commerce only. This is not to be your home. It never was to be your homeland. This is our homeland, and the reason that the poor Negro is always being underfoot and always being counted and always being oppressed is because it's our homeland. That's why. We're always being told we are being killed, we are being murdered, we are being hated, we got all kinds of diseases. We're being told this because this is what they want to happen to us. Because if we disappear, it could be your homeland. The lie could become the truth if we disappear.
And if we help, it just happens faster.
Mm-hmm. We help all the time. Because guess what? We always looking for the white Jesus in everybody.
Right.
Everybody wants a white Jesus. Biden is going to save us from the evil, hateful, racist Trump, because the racist is going to kill us. The racists want to kill us. The racists want to kill us. Why are we afraid of daggone having somebody wearing sheets riding in the dark in this fucking 2020? Fuck their asses. Right. You want to wear a sheet, you idiot? That should have never scared nobody.
Right.
I don't care what the fuck they're doing. That should have never scared nobody. And let me tell you, if you bossed out on them and wearing their sheets, they would have fucking ran. They would have fucking ran. Because they're pussy anyway. They're weak as shit. They're scared as shit. They're scared and weak. All you gotta do is show your confidence and your strength. Because your strength and your confidence is so much more than what they have. But you don't notice. So what do you say when the Accomacs say, we're going to get our land back? They ain't going to let you have it. They ain't going to let that happen. They? Who the fuck are they? Who the fuck is not going to let me have what's already mine? Who is that? What the fuck do you not believe? Because I believe this land is my land. And they ain't have no business on it. And they know they have no business on it. And that's the truth.
So check. So you just said something, and it brought something to mind. So when they were tricking the Negro out of his land, they would use songs like what you just said. This land is your land. This land is mine. You know, songs. Remember that shit?
Yes, I remember that shit. But then they always want to tell you you're black or you're
Right.
African
Right.
or whatever. So if it's all just people, why we got labels
Right.
in 2020? Why are there still labels in 2020 if we're all just people? There shouldn't even be a label because that's how elevated we should be. We should be beyond that shit. If they ain't racist, why are we using the labels?
Right.
Because they're fucking racist and because they use the labels to keep you daggone oppressed. Not oppressed, but yeah, they want to oppress you. They don't have no power to oppress you. But guess what? We give it to them. Everything they have, we give up to them. They don't have it. We give it to them. Because
Yes.
if they say, look, you're dying. Oh, you're dying of COVID. Oh, we're dying of COVID. We're dying more. Why are you giving them like they got facts? Why are they the source?
Right.
Who made them the source? Why do you believe them? And you got Negro women saying, look, this shit ain't really fucking real. I tell other people all the time, my family don't believe me. They think I'm crazy. I'm like, I work COVID up and down the damn coast. Literally. It's fucking a daggone viral pneumonia, and y'all ain't the ones that's dying. It's fucking daggone Latinas, Jews, and daggone poor ass whites.
So let's get into some current events because I want to stay so we can all be on the same wave.
Yes.
What's up with this election?
Woo! They flipped Georgia? How you flip Georgia, y'all? They say Stacey Abrams worked her ass off and flipped Georgia. But guess what, y'all? I understand she did that. I understand she was in them streets. She was in the country. She was in the sticks. She was drumming the shit up. Let me tell you, I know for a fact because I drove through Georgia from coming up from COVID in Florida. I drove up through the southernest part of Georgia and I listened to the radio. And honey, they was getting people in the daggone churches. They was getting them in the daggone streets. They were getting them everywhere. Car washes everywhere. They was trying to get them votes out. They was talking to people. They was getting people out, drumming them up to vote. They were doing all kinds of tricks under daggone in all these little towns in the south of Georgia. What you do not know is how many Negroes are in these small little towns in Georgia where we always been, where they always been Indians, where they always been farming, they still there. You want to believe that Georgia is a white state. Oh yeah, it's Republican. It's all white. No, the Negroes are oppressed, just like they are all over the friggin' damn country. They're friggin' manipulated. And they quiet. But they're friggin' there. And the powers that be know the truth. They know that we're there.
Right.
And guess what they motherfucking did? They fucking brought them out and flipped Georgia into being Democratic. You can't flip nobody if there ain't nobody.
Right.
Hello? You can't flip what ain't there. So obviously there's more Negroes. And then because let me tell you, every Democrat that's white already been voting. They already been voting in Georgia.
Right.
So the power to flip was the fact that there are more Negroes in Georgia than there are white people.
Yeah.
Pah! That's the truth, Negroes. That's the truth. Because there's a lot of Indians in Georgia and a lot of cotton was daggone grown and picked, and we're still there. What we don't understand is our numbers. That's the truth. The truth is we ain't no friggin' minorities. And guess what Georgia proved? That we ain't. Because if we were really minorities, we can't flip no states.
Right.
There is not a minority of people who are of Negro Indian descent in America. We are not a minority.
So let me ask you this. Now, you saying that's for the state of Georgia.
Let me tell you,
How is
where
that?
Georgia, if Georgia, as hardcore Republican can be flipped, that is indicative of the entire damn country. That is indicative. Cause let me tell you something. I would never have thought that. How you gonna flip Georgia? All them fucking. Do you know we got daggone how many daggone Confederate flags we got flying around that damn place? If you can flip Georgia, it's not
Right.
that means there are many of us. It
Right.
ain't just Atlanta. All them Negroes in the country came out and voted, and according to the numbers, it was like almost everybody voted in the friggin' state.
Right.
So if almost everybody voted in the friggin' state, that means there are more niggas in that state. And that means if it's more Negroes in Georgia, there's more Negroes in America. Y'all hear me now. That's the truth. Let's get this going. You need to be told by the big man in the sky that you are a minority. Ain't nobody. You dying off. You gone. There ain't none of y'all.
Right.
These are all spells and lies told to you so you can feel like you have no power.
None.
I'm out by myself. What am I gonna do? I got to listen to what the man tell me to do because it's only me. It's only a few of us. Stop the lies. Listen to the truth that is in front of you. These things that are happening are enlightening us. These things that are happening, you need to see the power and the truth that's happening before your eyes. Fuck the damn election. This shit is bullshit. First of all, you got to understand that they all are all in cahoots. But they want to know how many niggas are there. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little nigga. They want to know. They want to count the niggas. Because the niggas, if we all think like us indigenous Indians think and know that we have this as our homeland, they got to get the fuck out. If we all know who we are and we're more numerous than they are, they need to leave. And that's why they want to count us. And they want to know how well we are manipulated and controlled. So this whole voting thing don't do nothing but give them a barometer of, do we got them under control or don't we?
Right.
How many of them are there? They're always counting Negroes.
Right.
10, you know that book I brought to the summit? 10 little monkeys.
Right.
5 little monkeys.
Right.
They want there to be 5 of us.
Right.
Georgia proved they ain't 5 bitches.
Right.
There's 20. 20 niggas.
Yeah.
We are not decreasing in our population, boo. No, sorry, we don't have the problems with fertility that you all have. You're fucking 60 years old trying to have a baby and you never had one. Come on.
Right.
We don't have those issues.
Right.
Our common people produce so numerously. We have so many babies. We are still making babies.
Yes.
And now that we know that you're trying to kill our babies, we're going to make more babies. And we're going to adopt the babies that are out there in the street. We're about to daggone build this thing more. And please foster and adopt your babies. I have a relative in my family, Lisa, and she is my son-in-law's mother. And she is
What happened to you?
She has actually adopted 2 girls that are in her family. One was her brother's daughter by some skanky girl that, whatever. And he took her in. She took this child and fostered her and then adopted her niece. And then she found another of her kind of quasi family members, her mother's husband, her stepdaddy's son's child, and she was in the system, and she brought her and fostered her and then adopted her. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be building our tribes up by any means possible. Get these babies out of the system, and let's get our people out of jail. Do you know, if you organize yourself as Indians, we can start petitioning to get our people out of jail. And a part of the Accomack affidavit is that get our people who have not committed violent crimes need to be out of jail. They need to be discharged to our care, because they're our people. Get your shit together. Start mandating how your people need to be treated, because we have the power to do that. Get your babies, get your people, get your men out of jail. Let's get this done. Tell the truth. Georgia said we got lots of Negro Indians here. Hello, Georgia. Stacey Abrams, you coon motherfucking bitch. You coon. You fucking daggone hustling and shucking and driving to get all these niggas to show up and vote, bitch. You so stupid. Because guess what? Now the Negro Indians know that the niggas are more numerous than the white folk.
Right.
Thank you, Stacey, you dumb bitch. Because you did it for the damn Democrats, so you can sit there and be like, I can get lots of folks to come around. I can get them out, because they want to know how many. They want to count. Only thing the Democrats and Republicans want is to count how many of there are of us. They want to know. The voting is an accounting of whether they're winning or they're losing, whether they have control or they don't. And so when they found out, I mean, they're probably happy they flipped the state, but are they really? No, they're not, because it really means in my estimation, it means there's a lot of Negro Indians in Georgia. And Stacey, I don't know if this is going to get you some bonus points or not, you damn coon. But you're a coon, because bitch, you should have been the VP. But even though you got turned down, they're going to give you plenty money, right? I know, coon, you getting a check for life that's real big, right? And any job you want. Oh, I know you're thankful for the good, great white massa for that. But guess what, coon? That doesn't make you not a coon. You're a damn coon. You let them put some daggone masala, bitch, in your place.
Who?
Masala, whatever they call. What they call them peoples? Masalas, packies. She let them put a packy in her place, and then she goes on Wendy Williams and says it was because she was fat, didn't have a man.
You lying?
No, this is the truth. Everybody knows it. She was on Wendy Williams. She said that the real reason that she did not get the daggone position because she was fat, she didn't have a man, and she needed to have a different hairdo or some shit like that. Ridiculous shit.
Are you serious?
She said that on Wendy Williams. And then Wendy said, oh, I'm sure they're going to give you a nice position. And she was like, yeah, I'm sure they will. And she was like all happy and shit. And they were cooning together like coons do, because coons get paid off and they happy about it. They get paid off and they skip around. They act superior to us because they getting special treatment by the masses. They getting the candy and we don't get no candy. That friggin' coon.
Okay, so
you went on TV and you told people they didn't give you the VP because you're fat and don't have a man. You're an ignorant bitch. You're ignorant. Then you went on to the daggone ghetto. Then you went all into the daggone country and started recruiting your people to vote. Why? Because they want to count your people. And the thing I love about it is now we know we're more numerous than they are. Stupid bitch. Now we know we're more numerous. So all us indigenous Indians have to do is just wake these bitches up.
Right.
Because they're out there.
Right.
They're out there in high numbers.
I agree. Alabama, Mississippi, you know they deep. Arkansas.
What's that?
All throughout the South, especially.
Let me tell you, If that's the number, if Georgia can flip, do you know how many Negroes are in Mississippi?
Right.
Mississippi's on fleek.
Right.
Alabama's on fleek. We got so many Negroes that we don't know we have.
Right.
Let me tell you how rich this country is. We are not a minority. That's the proof that Georgia gives you.
Right.
That's the truth that Georgia gives you. We are not minorities.
Right.
And they wanted to know. They was trying hard to get all of us to come out. But, it shows that we're stupid, though. It shows that we're easily manipulated. Oh, the bad Trump, we got to get him out. He ain't the demon. They're all demons. He ain't the demon.
My master ain't as mean as your master.
Biden says we blacks need to vote for Democrats. Why if you ain't racist, why are you calling people black? Why does it matter what color people are?
I can't believe.
Why does it matter what color people are if you're not a racist?
Hold up. Because you just reminded me of something. And is this the new thing now, where Negro women bring in minority women to put them in place? Because that damn show seems like what those sorority college educated Negroes did. With, like you just said, with Stacey Abrams. Now, this was my first time hearing that, but I heard something like that with Kamala Harris and the sororities, how Kamala Harris came as a black student and how she tries to, you see how she do it. She tries to be one.
Baby, they went and they drug the swamps to find Packy people to talk about Kamala's heritage, okay? They didn't find no Stacey Abrams to talk about her heritage. They didn't find Oprah. Oh, Oprah's absent. Where the fuck is Oprah? Has anybody heard from Oprah? It's been COVID all year. It's been an election year. Where's Oprah? She's a spokesperson for all things, right? The bitch is in jail. The bitch ain't speaking. And nobody's talking about that shit. Where's Oprah? Where's Oprah? Did they kill her? Like, seriously, where is she? Is she dead? Maybe she's dead. Because let me tell you, she's in jail or she's dead, because a whole year of all this bullshit and you have not seen or heard from Oprah, but you hear Gail with her ugly ass. You see old ugly Gail. Where's Oprah? What has happened to Oprah? Okay, never mind. Let's leave that alone. Okay. Let's talk about these people, these daggone Greeks, these motherfuckers that want a daggone pledge and spend their weekends going to parties and functions and spend all their money trying to ball out, spending astronomical amounts. You know how many thousands of dollars you got to spend to be a Greek? Do you know that? Do you know about that?
No. I mean, I know about, I know about them, but
it's not like you just sit up there and say, I just want to be a Greek. Do you know how much you have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be a Greek? It's not just I want to be one. You got to have the finance. You can't be a broke Greek. You understand that, right? You can't come from the projects and just say, I'm going to be a Greek. No, you have to have the money to be a Greek.
Right.
Why? Because you have to be of a certain caliber, right?
Right.
You have to be of a certain privilege. The white folks have to like you.
Right. Yeah.
Everything's measured by how the master likes you.
Right.
Right?
Right.
These Greeks want to be a Greek, and you come from the rulers of the universe, people that have developed things that are beyond the comprehension of people that are on the earth today. That's what you come from. Divine creatures who had all kinds of inventions that are beyond our comprehension today. That's the ancient people we come from. But you want to be like a fucking Greek. that fucks daggone their own soldiers. That's what you want to be. That's what you want to be, right? I'm just trying to understand why you want to be an AKA or a alpha or a dag. Why? The first thing they did was give us these universities to daggone take the boule, to develop boule people who could lead us by the nose and say, look, we're superior to all you people in the fields. We're educated. We've been educated by the white man. Yes, we have. We know everything that they know. And we are superior to you all. And we will tell you all how to behave and keep you all in line because we're the boule overseers.
That's part of that talented 10th that was spoken about earlier.
Right. And so people take pride in the fact that they get to wear these emblems on their sleeve. And they well, tell me, why would you brand yourself? Do white sororities, I don't understand, do white sororities brand themselves? Why did it become a thing to brand yourself as a Negro?
Yeah. Oh man. To tell boss I'm loyal.
Brand yourself like your cattle. Do white people brand themselves like their cattle? Why is it important for us to brand ourselves? And then you wear that daggone keloid bitch thing on your arm for life.
What the fuck is that?
You stupid. You real stupid.
What?
Because that is
What?
insane.
What the fuck is that?
And we sit up there and we act like we doing something and we about something and we superior in something, and you are so stupid because they don't brand themselves, but you branded yourself like you a freaking piece of cattle.
I can't. I don't understand. See, this is where I don't get it.
Keloiding, disfigured motherfucker. My sister told me to stop cursing. I'm gonna try. Oh Lord. Maybe next time. But I'm telling you, this is some crazy crap. We need to stop it. We need to understand that all this was developed to oppress us. The churches, the universities, all this was developed to control and manipulate us.
And so are you saying that these boule motherfuckers, they don't know what they doing?
Oh, do they know what they're doing? No. Some of these people aren't boule. Some of these people are sadly below boule. Some of these people are below boule. They are wannabe boule. So the majority of these people that actually pledge are actually never going to be boule. They're just wannabes.
Right.
So, they're just, little worker bees, the worker bee boule people, wannabes who go out there into the community and say, well, this is the hierarchy and this is who gets to tell you how to be. And, like little minor Bill Cosby's. You right. Negro people, you black people need to do what a blade Z and stop AZ. How the hell did that ever happen? That we act like it was acceptable for a comedian to tell you how to act in the world or to broadcast it? Like, why is Negro business everybody's business?
Right.
Nobody never thinks about that.
Right.
Why was Negro business everybody's business? Why is it? You gotta understand your significance is significant. Your significance is significant because they care so much about what you doing. Wow. Why do they care? Why? Because of who the fuck you are and what you have. And you have a lot. You have this whole freaking America. All these American continents are you. It's all you. And it's paradise. And they know it.
We were talking earlier. You were saying the Native Americans, they're claiming things that are not theirs. They're claiming things that they don't have nothing in common with. Could you explain that?
Well, I got a message on my on our Acamac public page today, and I was like, okay. It was a message from a child. I guess she thinks she's Native American, but she's just a Caucasian. If you look at her, she's very much a Caucasian woman, and but
Is,
that's what most of them are, right? That's what most of them are. They're either Asian or Caucasian, but
is
they're
that
not they're not indigenous to anything. But now they're using the term indigenous. So I'm like, whoa, okay, you calling yourself indigenous, but everybody's using all the right terminology. They always know how to use the right terminology, but they're not right. So this woman about 15 hours ago was on the Acamac page, and she says, please read and remember November 26, 2020, 6 p.m. MST. Make this viral to all indigenous people and tribes. It's time. To all my indigenous brothers and sisters, mind you, this child thinks she's maybe Navajo or something, whatever, and she's about as pink as a daggone Miss Piggy, pink and white like that. Over time, and that looks nothing like anything in nature I've seen. Not the soil, not the chestnuts, not the pecans, not anything that I know in nature. Copper, copper, not our soil, not our trees, not our tree trunks, not our leaves, are pink. Hell, shoot, yeah, whatever. Over time, we've traveled so far away from the ways of our Creator and the stewardship of our ancestors had over the lands known as our mother. Our Creator gave us these lands to our ancestors so long they lived in harmony and balance with our mother. They have strayed far from these ways. Their stewardship is our inheritance to claim, but this cannot happen unless we unify on a spiritual level together. We have become complacent and accustomed to a way of living that goes against everything our ancestors believed, fought, and died for. This has been done by design since the colonizers arrived on our lands. The voices of our ancestors are crying from the dust, and yet we've heard them not. How long will the prayers that have been said on our behalf from past generations go unanswered by us? We have been so distracted by material things and become so divided in beliefs of a society that is not ours. These ways do not align with the true and ancient ways of our people. Those who have and continue to rule over our people have tried in vain to strip us, our parents, our grandparents, great grandparents, etc., from our connection to the creator of our ancestors. They have tried to break and separate us from our stewardship of these lands, our mother. They have continually tried to do this because they know when we start following the path set by our creator, the power we received will lead us to their utter destruction. They try and continually succeed in dividing us over those who have and those who have not. The colonialist governments want us to have more division between our indigenous peoples and respective tribes. So long this division has been used to keep us weak and defeated, preventing any kind of unification. Past tribal elders and leaders have tried to create unity, but through ways that only expose our differences between tribes. Some say there are too many differences between tribes for any of us to let alone a few of to ever unify. This is exactly what colonization and identity genocide has done to our people. To this, I remind our people that we as indigenous all share a deep-seated belief in the creator who we cannot deny. We also share our love for our lands and our mother, a love so deep that it courses through our veins that we have been taught to forget how to express it to her. Our mother cries for us. She cries for her children to remember her. And desire us to collectively reclaim our stewardess of her. She longs to be respected, loved, and cared and needed again. The ancestors relied on her, we needed her in order to live. They cared for her, nurtured her. Now we really, this is long as hell. Now we rely on our colonialist ways, and have no need for her unless we want something and nothing in return. So she cries her cries have gone unheard because we became deaf to her and listened to another. There's a great turmoil and division in the heart of Turtle Island, and we as another indigenous people and lands right now the world is watching, wondering what will become of our Turtle Island. There is some that are hoping for its destruction. This great turmoil and division is being stirred about the great vulture. Some say it's only part vile bird because all in all, the right wing against the left wing against the right wing is all the same bird. There's much hatred between the wings of this bird, and it has done nothing but steal, destroy, and divide on every land it's ever entered. Many listen to the song of this bird. Their hearts have become deceived by its melody. Its vile creature seeks death and ruin. So much has
we get it.
It's so long. Okay, so anyway, at the end, let me tell you, at the end, I ask all indigenous peoples, try to stop whatever you're doing on this. Thanks, but we're taking it back now. Taking it back now celebration on November 26th at 6 p.m. MST. Cry aloud to our Creator and spare not. Maybe we'll start to be taken seriously and our prayers will start to be heard. Maybe our Creator will remember us in our prayers to our ancestors. What if this has been the solution the whole time? Wouldn't that be something? Thanks. Taking it all back. Indigenous Unite in prayer on November 26th. I said, I don't understand the taking it back concept. Accomack American Indians are first contact indigenous Indians, not government sanctioned or recognized. The government has no right to tell Accomack who we are. Our history and heritage is alive and well. The colonists do not own what we have not given away. Right. We sign no treaties or agreements. So we wish you well if you are the Earth's original people. You would reflect that in image and indeed, and know that what is yours is always yours.
Right.
What the fuck? I ain't gotta ask for shit back. So what are these fucking daggone Native American, what is this daggone decoy trying to do? Trying to intimate that I'm trying to take it all back? Let me tell you, we don't have to take not a damn thing back because we gave nothing away. So stop playing with your words, motherfucker. This is ours. It's always been ours. We ain't got to take shit. It's ours. It's ours. Be gone, bitch. Be gone with the rest of you daggone occupiers, squatters, commerce users. What the fuck?
So is this when you say we should talk like this? We should talk like this to them?
You have to talk about who we are publicly. I was on the phone with my friend here, Monroe, and I was talking to him. He was like, okay, we'll talk when we see each other. I wasn't really talking to him. I was talking to the people that were sitting beside me outside because these daggone colonialists need to know what's happening. Okay, the word needs to come out and to the daggone universe, to the common people. They need to be informed because guess what? They've been misled.
Right.
And it's fucking them up too because your daddy and your granddaddy told you this land is my land. It's not your land and my land.
Right.
They lied to you because you're a squatter. And the only purpose of you having the right to even enter into this land was for commerce only. And you have daggone sullied that contract. You have broken that contract.
Right.
You are an occupier in a foreign land. This is not your land. You do not have rights. You may have built a home. Oh, I designed this home. I even designed. I hired an architecture. We sat down and we did all this and woo woo woo. We got this. We imported that. Bitch, you wasted your fucking money. You wasted your fucking money because you can't own this thing that you created on a land that is not yours. You can't own it. You occupy it.
Each one is teaching 68 at this time.
Stop.
When you say we have all of these numbers, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, you have people who won't even think about what you said. I know people to this day, everybody says 13%.
30% of what?
No, that's what they say the population of that. That's one of the brainwashing techniques that they use.
Okay, yeah.
Telling you that you're 13%, and everybody
right.
thinks it's only 13%. Then they give you a program where you really don't think much of yourself. You call yourself black. You always slipping on a banana peel. Nothing ever works.
What is with this people? All these people want to be whatever their Jesus, their white savior tells them to do.
I listen seriously. See,
they want to be rescued.
Yeah,
they want to be saved. They don't want to understand. I was talking to the birds today. I was like, birds. So you ate my bread, man. Like, don't be a government bird. Like, don't be looking for the handout. Go out there and fish and forage and get your shit. Okay?
Right.
Birds, don't try to find the easy route, birds. Don't do that shit.
Right.
It ain't even good for you. You're gonna lose your skill set. Okay? We have lost our skill set. We want somebody to lead us by the nose and tell us what to believe and tell us what to do. We don't want to think. We don't want to think and we don't want to do. How do you lead your people into the promised land if you don't think, do, and produce? You have to change in order to lead anybody anywhere.
You have to change.
Right.
And you have to have some vision.
Somebody said the Mexicans are asking us if we from Africa and Maryland. Really?
Yeah.
Well, they confused. They are. I mean, let's be real. All these occupiers are confused because they all have been misled. But that's why you got to speak it up. Like when I'm at the gas station or wherever I am, I'm gonna tell them, look, honey, this is our homeland. We are indigenous to this. Right. You are in our land.
Right.
If you don't know, I'm telling you. Okay.
Right.
You need to do your research. We were lied to in school. I do it any opportunity I can do it because these regular folk need to know. The more regular folk that start to know the truth, the more we are empowered. The truth is what is going to free us.
Mm-hmm.
Talk amongst yourselves. No, motherfucker. Talk to everybody.
Right.
Talk to fucking everybody. Talk to, like I said, fake talk. Like I was on the cell phone talking, but I wasn't really talking to the person I was on the phone with. I was talking so the daggone white people around me could hear the shit.
Right.
I'm in the cafeteria having lunch. I'm not really talking to the person I'm talking to. I'm talking to the lady that's sitting in by me who hears and with earshot that I'm like, we own this land.
Right.
That white people were slaves and they don't have no genealogy. They can't research who they are because they came here in shackles.
Right.
That's the truth. We had 3 presidents who were slaves, runaway slaves. Let's talk about that. Benjamin Franklin was a runaway slave. Let's talk about that shit. Why are we believing Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was the Black Lives Matter of the daggone that age. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They create.
Well, why does it seem that we never get out of that cycle? It's like we just keep falling in those cycles. Oh,
No. It's okay because we're at the beginning of the coming of age of we're at the beginning of the golden age. We're at the beginning of the age where we have this understanding. It's okay that people don't understand. And some people ain't never gonna understand because they feel too comfortable in their ignorance. And that's freaking okay too.
Right.
But all we care about is that you powers that be know what we know, and you give us what we are, everything that we are due, which is fucking everything.
Right.
We want every fucking thing. We're not trying to fight, but you understand that we're due.
Right.
And we're getting it. That's all. We're getting our due.
Pay up, homie.
Pay the fuck up. It's time for us to win.
Okay, so one of the things, with all these people, like you're saying, we're full here everywhere. And I think we were talking about this earlier about foundational Black Americans. I think we put ourselves at a disadvantage when we always try to come up with our own little fiefdom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a group, and this group may have 20 people here. This group may have 7 people here. This group may have 10. And instead of aggregating all those people to make one group, why isn't that so readily done amongst us?
That's why is that? Because everybody, we don't respect nobody. We don't respect each other. So everybody want to recreate their own. I'm 10, but I'm gonna have my own Indian group. I'm 10 and I don't know shit. I ain't read shit, but I'm gonna have my own Indian group. I'm gonna figure it. I got it. I discovering shit. That kind of mentality is what exists amongst us. We don't have a foundational respect for the Negro Indian. Like, you can't know shit if you look like me, which means you don't love yourself, which means you don't respect your fucking self. You need to get your shit together because you need to first love yourself and respect yourself. And then when you see the God in you, you'll see the God in him.
Right.
When you know that there's God in you, God is you. You'll see God in other people that look like you. Hello? But if you don't see that, you're fucking crippled. You're crippled.
Right.
You're never gonna win. You're just gonna stay a slave.
So you were saying labels should be abolished.
This is what we should say. This is what everybody should be speaking. First of all, we got to speak on the same beat. Why are you using labels? Black, white, African American? If you ain't racist in America, why are we still using labels? Why are you putting out numbers like there's 65% white people? 65% of the population is white. Why are you doing that? Right. Who the fuck cares? We are all human. It's all one race, right, motherfuckers? Why are you using it? Because why? Because you're trying to keep track of the Negro Indian so you can figure out whether you got control and you can win and you can breathe a sigh of relief or not.
Right.
And that's all that is. That's the only reason, because it makes no fucking sense. 400 or 500 years later, you're still trying to put people in categories. Why the fuck? And if you fucking are so intelligent, you boule motherfuckers, why do you think it's okay that if that they did that to separate us? Because a boule and a Pan-African will tell you, oh, there was no white and black before. Well, if you fucking know that, why do you think they're using it now, nigga? If you're so fucking smart, you boule Pan-African nigga, why are they using it now?
Right.
On your ass. And you falling for it, you calling yourself African. Oh, I'm Kemet. I'm this and that. What the fuck is Kemet? What the fuck do you believe? Do you understand that these daggone Egyptians are fucking just like the daggone Cubans? They look like them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whitewash motherfuckers that sold themselves out purely. And then somewhere deep in the daggone sand, there's some real niggas in there. And you know they're there. But they ain't showing us. But
Right.
there's some real dark niggas in the sand out there somewhere.
Right.
Just like the real niggas are in Cuba right now. Just like the real daggone Moanas are in daggone Polynesia.
Right.
Singing in the choir. They hide the real niggas. But they're always still there. Just like in America, the real Indians are the real niggas, and we hiding in large numbers, dominant numbers, in plain sight.
In
That's a
plain
sad.
sight.
That's sad as hell. That's sad. It's so sad. So sad. So sad.
Why I'm trying to understand why we can't see these are simple. What's stopping us from seeing it?
Well,
Really?
okay. Let's. I mean, we got to be a little. You got to be. I mean, I know you're like being a little tough on folks, but we got to be a little easy because we've been through a lot, and a lot has happened, and It's all been a process. Okay. Well, first of all, we, we were told. We didn't know what we were. Negro. What's a Negro? What is? We were actually saying that movies about it. What is a Negro? I'm not your Negro.
Right.
We did it. We remixed it every kind of way because we were so confused about who we were.
Right.
We did not know. They filled in the gap. They're like, shit, they don't know who they are. Okay. But they could figure out that they're from here. So we got to make sure they know they ain't from here. So we're gonna say, we gotta put some money into Africa. That's where they're from. They look like Africans. We're gonna do that. So next thing you know, all this money's being poured. Anybody who wrote anything about Africa got paid. Paid. Compensated. Every Negro actor in America was in Roots. Everyone.
Right.
They scraped up OJ and everybody, put them in Roots. They put everybody in Roots. Why? That's how important it was
to tie you to Africa.
Yes, to drag your ass from America.
Right.
Drag. It was more important to drag your ass from America than anything, than any amount of money. And they put it on TV so it was in your living room. You didn't have to go to the movies. You didn't have to go to the movies. They took up, how many nights was it? 3 or 4 nights of television?
Yeah, a week.
Because they love you. No, because they need to convince your ass.
Right.
They needed to convince our ass. So we've been manipulated a lot, honey. A lot. So I cannot be hard on us to think, oh, why are we so slow to get this? No, we were highly manipulated and controlled. Okay. Highly manipulated and controlled. But the jig is up. Ding, ding, ding. They always knew it was going to happen. They always knew there was a chance it was going to happen. They always were waiting for the ball to drop. But now the ball's dropped. We know the truth, and there's no going back for knowing the truth. You can only go forward. And when you
Right.
go forward, you got to go forward loud, proud, and in their face. Because that's what's going to keep us, first of all, safe and alive.
Right.
We got to be united. Let me tell you something. They will pick us off if we individually, quietly do shit. Separately in our own little cliques. They will pick us the fuck off. Think they won't? You think they won't?
Oh no, been there, done that.
Stay in your own little clique, your little indigenous clique, you dumb Negroes. You will
Right.
get picked off. We need to be united. We need to speak the same language. We need to be on the same beat because that way we're protected. You ain't gonna pick all of us off. No, you ain't gonna do it. It ain't happening. So you dumb Negroes that want to stay in your little damn stupid cliques. Oh, I'm off doing this in Atlanta, blah 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 blah. You dumb. You dumb. You think you're fucking Einstein, you damn idiot. You're not Einstein. Get off that shit. We need to get all on the American Indian Party and get this shit going. Because by saying you got your own party, you're saying, motherfucker, we want to be in your game. If you playing games, we in it. If there's a party, we invited. That's all we're saying. We're not saying we believe. We're saying we believe you're fucking corrupt. We saying we believe you fucking are playing games. We saying we believe we think that you are daggone manipulating the situation. But if there's a manipulation going on, we want to be the ones holding the strings, not being on the strings. That's what the party is about.
American Indian Party, y'all. This is
American Indian
what do
Party.
you think would happen if Negroes pulled all of their energy out of the Republican Democratic matrix?
Right. What'd you say again? Say it again.
I said, what do you think would happen if Negroes pulled out of both the Democratic and Republican?
Woo! Because that will kill them. It will kill them because they thrive off of our attention and controlling and manipulating us. If we ignore what they're doing, let me tell you something. We ignore what they're doing. We get our own shit, start doing our own daggone business with each other. Don't daggone play in their daggone party games and act like they ain't even. They're a non. If we act like they're a non-entity, you ain't nothing. You ain't a non-entity. I don't even see your ass. They gonna fade away. They're gonna die. Literally. You cannot exist in our earth and not get attention from us. Our attention is required for them to stay here. We ignore them and they no longer can stay. They can't exist without our attention. But literally, more and more literal basic sense, let me tell you, if we were to pull away and all leave both their parties, first of all, let me tell you something. If we didn't vote, if everybody didn't vote, they would have been scared as shit. Because it would show that we don't even believe in their bullshit. If everybody said, fuck it, I ain't voting, they would have been scared because first of all, they couldn't count us. They wouldn't know how to count us. They would actually see that they have no control over us. That would also fuck them up. So either you have to say, fuck it, I ain't doing shit. Fuck you, you don't even mean a damn thing to me, or motherfucker deal me in under my own party because we got things to do. That's how you move with these people. Or if they're people. I don't know what they are.
Aboriginal Ancient, I want to answer your question, but I don't, maybe I'm reading it wrong. So how we do it get us together?
How do we get us together? Oh, how do we go about getting us together? First thing is you talk to your family. You talk to your family over and over again, hours at a time. You know how many hours I sit on the phone, and I still got to go do another round. Probably I got to go do another round. It's like a monthly shit, or you got to at least do it every month. You got to talk to them. You got to keep them thinking about, okay, this is what's happening. This is how we need to be looking at things. Keep them abreast. Like, do you understand in Georgia? Did that flipped? How do you think? What do you think that fucking means? Not what they telling you. Oh, Biden is great. No, that's not what it means, y'all. It means that we are more numerous than what they saying. That's the part we should be checking out because that's the real part they're looking for. How many niggas are there? We are very important. But guess what? As long as you sit up there and you think, oh, they ain't gonna let you, like with the academics, you trying to do that, they ain't gonna let you have that, ain't gonna let me. Why is that part of our vocabulary? They ain't gonna let you should not be part of nobody's vocabulary that's indigenous. See, they create this whole wealth with them. We are more numerous. Woo, we got power. We are all powerful. Ooh, we are more powerful. So then they believe it. So these children grow up in life thinking we are more numerous, we are more powerful, we control all the money, we have all the advantages, so therefore they have all the advantages. If you believe it, therefore it is. Conversely, if you believe that you ain't gonna win, that the police is killing you, that the diseases are killing you, that you daggone are a minority, there's very few of you, you are bound to feel lost, alone, and like you're gonna lose, and you will lose. That's what they do to your ass, and you let them.
So are we?
Stop
Are
that
we? The,
shit.
are we? The,
Teach your people that this is not the truth, that we are more numerous than they say, that we are more powerful than they say, and everything that they have, we give to them. They suck from our nipples, literally. They're
Give
literally,
us an
oh,
example.
what? Let me tell you something. Let me give you this. I talked to a person from the Eastern Shore this past week, and he was saying that his grandmother, his great grandmother, I think it was, this how many of these people on the Eastern Shore she had nursed. She was a nursemaid of great proportion. All these white people had sucked on her nipples. That blew my fucking mind. He said that her blood, her DNA was in them. They all sucked on her daggone milk. I said,
What?
"Fuck." That goes farther down than grandmothers. It's grandmothers that did that. These white women didn't nurse. Nursing didn't even become a thing until like the 1970s. It was nasty. They didn't nurse.
Right.
You nursed their babies. All these motherfuckers that you see walking around in the South, especially, were nursed by your mamas,
Right.
your grandmamas. The reason they ain't dead is because of the daggone milk they got from your mamas that built up their antibodies. They
Carrie,
strong because your grandmama and your mamas was strong. How dare they treat you like this? Fuck them. How dare they? Think about that. They are still living because of what they drank from your family. And you say, well, they ain't gonna let you do that. Well, fuck you, bitch. You better.
right.
You drank from my people's breath. You live because of them. You are healthy because of them. You took our homeland, and you gonna tell me they ain't gonna let? Oh, yes, they will. They
Right.
have no choice. First of all, they are in the wrong. This has nothing to do. This is not. They're not from here. They are occupiers. They know who I am. Just because you as my cousins are confused, don't mean that these other people are confused. They're not.
Right.
They know. And there's a lot of poor white trash and a lot of new occupiers who they brought in here of various colors and shades who are maybe also confused. But we need to educate their motherfucking asses because they're about to find things very confusing in the time to come.
That's right.
Speak out. Don't keep it in. Speak out, preach out, educate the public at every chance you have. Riding in the Uber, start talking to yourself. Pretend you're talking on your cell phone. Teach people everywhere. The more people that are taught that we are in the know, the better it all is for us.
So what? Each one teach 100,
That's right, 1,000.
1,000. Each one teach 1,000. That's the model,
Mhm.
y'all.
Oh, their children are breeding with us to lay claim. Baby, these white women love you Negroes. They hunt you. They hunt you down. They they crawl around on their knees to suck your dicks. And you fall for it. You fall for that shit. They crawl around on their knees. They skin up their knees to suck your dicks and you fall for that shit. They want you bad. Which makes their men even more insecure because don't nobody want their man. Except maybe an Asian. And they don't want Asian women.
Right.
Negro Indian women don't want them at all. It's very rare. And when they do want a one, the women are usually a bit are damaged and off. The ones that do.
Right.
And stupid. So they're not prizes. They may look like they're prizes, but they're not.
Right.
That's the ones they get. Whereas these damn white women can look like haggard, fat, lazy, disgusting, greasy, trash, and be that, and pull some pretty halfway decent Negro men. Because we think Jesus is in that white shit. We think Jesus is pink and shit. Pink and white. So they think they're going to find Jesus in the pink and white stuff that they are putting in their beds, but they don't find Jesus.
So do you think that that thought pattern that the African American has is whatever they say, I'm going with that? You think they're going to carry this same way they think? You think that's going to be taken forward?
I think that there's going to be a lot of people that's going to wake up and say, oh, fuck, yeah, my grandma said this, my daggone people did, I got some Indian in me. There's going to be some people that are going to try to figure it out. And I love that. But there's going to be some people that's still going to try to get that white check for being a damn African. However, what is the point of us paying you, dummies, for pretending that you're African when we got all these damn Indians that we got to deal with?
Right.
Their worth and value is going to plummet because their job is to keep us ignorant and confused. If we're not ignorant and confused, you didn't do your job, nigga.
Right.
So yeah, they're about to be eliminated.
Yes.
That's pretty evident. And as you see, Oprah's dead. What is John Legend had a daggone dead baby? I mean, things are happening. These people are being eliminated. They're not effective as
Right.
overseers. They're not doing their job. If
You
you
know, I
can't
can
be an
see
effective
that.
an ineffective overseer is a dead overseer.
Right.
So they're gonna die.
So what is happening with all this Hollywood stuff? Because with this COVID stuff, you don't see anybody.
Well, they first of all are giving all the acting jobs to Africans. If you don't know that, then you're not paying attention. That everybody, how do you have a daggone South African that they just daggone ended apartheid a minute ago, having a whole Tonight Show or whatever, when we haven't even had one?
Right.
Who's the Negro Indian who's had a Tonight Show? Name him. What you call not really a real Tonight Show. Like
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall does not count. That was slapsticky, whatever. It wasn't a real legit Tonight Show like what he has, like the Daily Show. That's not the same. So you're gonna let somebody come over from South Africa who we were just saying We were just singing songs and donating money for that shit. That little nigga couldn't even walk on the same side of the street with his daddy. And he's fucking in here trying to make daggone light of our nigga situation. How the fuck is that okay? Trying to convince us that this COVID shit is real and that we daggone, he's playing games with our fucking emotions, and you ain't even got your shit together in your own country. Fuck you. But we're okay with that.
But I mean,
you're okay with that. Issa got all these damn shows and niggas are helping her get shows and write for her and produce for her. Why? We got so much friggin' talent. We got people sitting in the house with daggone full daggone notebooks full, not the whole shelves full of notebooks full of daggone, scripts and information that's being wasted. And you got some Nigerian coming over here balling out. Why? They don't even have a proper sewer system. Fuck that bitch. Go home and fix your sewer.
So this is what I'm not understanding. So you have all this talent. You have all this talent in Hollywood. You have all these talented people. I mean, and what you've been seeing during this COVID, you've seen this comedy troupe out of LA, these people that do little comedy skits. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't this made a corporation, a United Artists or something, instead of us watching reruns? I mean, all we do is watch reruns. What is that?
Watch reruns. We watch other races. They got Pakistani people doing comedy stand-up, and they fucking ain't funny. They're not funny. We got Pakistans as comedians. Why? Why? Because they want you to disappear. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. They want you to disappear. And you willing to disappear.
Running to the front of the line.
Because you want Biden and the damn packy to save your ass. It's going to be better because they go Trump. He likes them rednecks. That's what you can't have a redneck here. They really go. What? He's making the hate rise. They're all making the hate rise. Black Lives Matter is racist as fuck.
Ain't that a trip?
And you don't understand that all this makes the hate rise? You want to make a redneck mad? Just say that. Just say Black Lives Matter. What, I don't matter? I don't matter? Really? You try not to have racial tension and you doing it. They know what they doing. They're creating this atmosphere for your ass so you can be scared and manipulated.
Is it working?
Evidently.
Dude, no, I because I'm with you. I really see it because it's now or never. I don't think as a people we're not here to just get kicked in the ass to get kicked off the planet. Now, I realize there are some that are, and that may be those who I may be kind of harsh to. But goddamn, y'all, I don't see an Indian woman taking a sister from over here, taking a sister who's going over to India on some kind of fact-finding mission. I don't think the Indians over there who are indigenous to India would take too kindly of that happening.
Them Pakis are not going to let you come over there and run their shit, okay? You're not going to come over there and snub your noses down at them. You're not going to come up there and open up daggone gas stations on every other corner and then have every damn liquor store. You're not going to do that in Pakistan. So why the hell are you okay with groveling and bargaining And let me tell you something. When I saw this brother at the gas station, now, first of all, when Packy's on the station, they fucking let it be all raggedy. Okay. You go to a BP and other places, and they'll be like, family BP, community BP. They'll be all nice. I saw a BP in Virginia. They had freaking all big screen video games, like big screen, like really big screen video games and big nice chairs for people to sit in. People were there, and late at night, it was like a place to go. It was beautifully clean. It was beautifully appointed. The daggone BP in my neighborhood is raggedy as hell. The daggone Packies in there put a daggone nasty old Subway in there. And there's the homeless dead guy who lives around the corner from the BP is in there begging for a spare sandwich. And that's us. That's how we are living. What deal did the British Petroleum Company make with the Packies that they get to have these stations? And why don't we have these deals? Why? But the Britain Crown owes us. Why don't we have deals? Because we don't know and we ain't fucking collecting. It's time for us to get together with the American Indian Party, know who we are, and start collecting. It's time.
I think all of us being separated like we are, everybody, like I'm saying, how many groups we got? Major groups. We got Christians. How many different sects of Christianity is it? 100?
Somebody said something about Ice Cube. Ice Cube is a overseer. Ice Cube is an overseer. He looks stressed out. Do you see how Ice Cube looks?
Mm-mm.
He looks fucking under stress. He's confused. He knows the truth. He can't fully speak it. He won't fully speak it.
Right.
Yeah, no, motherfucker, he can. He can. But he won't.
Right.
He clearly knows the truth. And that you can see the conflict in his eyes.
Right.
He's stressed the fuck out. Trying to walk the line of trying to act like he's trying to coax Negroes in the right direction, but he's really misleading folk.
So what was this whole...
Understand who your political social overseers are and tell them, I know what the fuck you're doing, Ice Cube. And I message him when he's on his lives and stuff, and I say, you're weak. If you know who we are, speak up, motherfucker. Say shit like that. That's what you need to start doing. When you see these people on platforms, on lives, say, stop lying, Ice Cube. You know who we are. Come out with the truth. Stop the bullshit.
Right.
Start making everyone accountable with truth. Call everybody on the carpet to tell the truth. Be truthful yourself. That's what we need to do. Ain't nobody that you see in the media real. We're real. But ain't nobody you see who they put on that boob tube is going to be real. It's all contrived.
All of it.
All of it. It's all for your misinformation and confusion.
To let you know that what you're saying is 100. You remember in the 70s, a movie came out called Network?
No, I don't remember that. What was that like?
It was one of them movies that won all kind of awards.
Really?
If you got to, you'll like it. It's called Network. It's about how the TV companies run this whole thing. Cold movie. And the people in the chat, if you ever get a chance, go check out a movie called Network.
Okay.
And this movie's damn near 50 years old.
Okay.
And they're talking about some realities that'll blow most people who watch it 50 years later's minds.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you on all these entertainers and whatever, because one of the things that pulled my leg to how full of crap all this is when these NBA players supposedly went on strike, and these $40 million a year dudes, $20 million a year dudes could only stand the strike for one day. What was that?
Oh,
I've seen trash men strike
trash
longer than
man,
that.
trash man, Philly, New York. Let the trash pile up. Daggone roaches overrunning everything. That's dedication. That is fucking bull.
Right.
I mean, and think about it. You as a trash man, you might be able to afford a check or two, maybe, but they got what millions? They can
Right.
afford. It's not like an afford thing. They could quit altogether forever. So
Right.
that means you are such a freaking slave to the damn finance that is disgusting. And you mean to tell me we all should not get our daggone recompense? We should all not get what the government owes us when these damn coons are getting paid for some bull? You mean to tell me the people that know who we are, who have been duped into being oppressed and manipulated into being something that we're not, that we don't deserve to be in our own land, to walk on our beaches, on our shores, on our daggone lakefronts, in our mountains, and breathe that air and know that this land is once again restored to who it should belong to? They don't owe that to us. Oh yeah, it's not even owe it to us. They don't have the power to take it from us in the beginning. We owe it to our fucking selves. We
I
owe
wonder,
it to ourselves. It is all within our means. No one has to give it to you. It's already ours. It's already ours. Our energy should be like, you need to move now. You need to move. We're ready to come back.
I agree. I totally agree. What do you think it's going to take for us to get to that point? Just start doing it.
You just got to start doing it. It don't take no time, really. First of all, it's just about just getting your eye on, okay, you really, okay, if you know who you are, if you know who you are, first of all, it's just about figuring out. Everybody always knows. You already really know. Your ancestors are talking to you. You already really know who you are. So really what you need to do is just find out what you're going to identify as you are. And your ancestors will tell you. They'll be like, look, this is where we were, this is where we belong. They'll give you signs, but you got to get yourself in the right line. You got to get your energy right. You have to get your heart right. You have to get your emotions right so you are receptive to the messages they are giving you. You know who wants to be found. You know which ancestors are where and where you need to be looking. And then you need to say, you know what? I am this Indian. That's who I am. This is the land that is our land. And this is the land you need to restore to me right the fuck now. This is
So,
our land.
so is it so like your Akamat, just to give a look, just to give the people in the chat room a kind of a glimpse of how it looks or what to look for. So how would they do that? Would they see like where their grandmothers were born?
We didn't know. We knew our grandmother said Cherokee. Our people said Cherokee too.
No,
We didn't know. We didn't know Accomack. We didn't know that.
but you knew the area.
We knew the area, and then we heard about Ginkaskin, and I was like, Ginkaskin. And then we researched further and found out that Ginkaskin was a remix of, really, Ginkaskin is a derogatory name that means niggaskins, which further proves they know we were the niggas to begin with. Niggaskins, Ginkaskins, that's some bullshit. So we have all this proof, right? Because they fucking did a lot of stuff to fucking manipulate and deceive us right in our freaking faces, and in doing that they told on themselves like daggone assholes do. Okay, that's great for the Accomacs. But the original name, they wrote a book called Ye Kingdom of Accomac. They wrote that book to talk about the settlers and how the settlers, built businesses and did different things and had plantations all across our peninsula. But in talking about the grand accomplishments of their daggone occupiers, they also told the truth about what they took and who they took it from, which is us. And that's how you find out. And then actually, then in these books that you start reading books about early settlers and books about colonialists and books about Indians, and that's how you find out who your actual names, the actual names of the different clans and sub-tribes and tribes and sub-tribes from whence where your people are from. When you know your people are from this county or lived in this town, and this Indians lived in this town and this county, then that's your Indian. Point blank, period.
It's just that simple.
Make yourselves organized under that name. Develop your daggone 50. What did we do? A 50314 or whatever
Yes.
we did. You have to organize yourself in that way. Make yourself a corporation, a 50314 or whatever it is that you need to organize yourself as a social program as Indians, as that tribe. And then you go ahead and you start finding everybody that belongs to it that you can. Use Facebook, use social media to find all the people that actually come from that area. And galvanize you and educate them and talk to your family. Talk to the people that aren't your family. Educate everybody you can so they understand we need to come together because we need to build together.
Right.
We have rights and we have land and we have money due us together, and that's how you start. But you got to start by educating and talking to your family, and then doing the research to find the people. Just find the people, because let me tell you something, your answers are trying to tell you anyway. You just got to open yourself up to it, and once you start to look, it's just going to jump out at you. It's going to resonate with you in your soul. It's going to vibrate with you. It's going to be like that.
Well, Lisa, I want to tell you thank you.
Not a 5031C. It's a 504. It's not that. It's not that, y'all. It's not that. Let me.
Yeah.
Let's see if I wrote that down from our last conversation with Phoenix, because we talked about this when we were forming the Accomac. I mean the Indigenous American. It's a 501c4, y'all. A 501c4.
501c4.
It's a national corporation. Yeah. 501c4. Then you're not under the government's control. You have freedom. But you also have rights to the government benefits as well. So it gives you a lot more leeway. 501c4, y'all. But yeah, we and that was from Phoenix Moon, because Phoenix, she's that genius. We got to use that. We got to have our geniuses, and we have to recognize the geniuses that are around us, and we have to love on ourselves, and we have to love on each other. We have to recognize the greatness that are in one another and appreciate one another more. And we also need to understand that we also need to give more to each other, be more generous, stop being stingy, and stop spending our money with these other entities, because they are other entities and they are dragging you down. Stop buying their bullshit. If it doesn't help your survival, you don't need it. You don't need a Nike, and you don't need a Coach, and you don't need a daggone a Louis Vuitton. You need shelter. You need to learn about your environment. You need things that are going to save you if you're down. You need a generator. You need things that are going to keep your people alive. You do not need bullshit. You need things that you can make things with, that you can sell, that you can trade. Start using things wisely. Use your resources wisely, and start holding on to things that are going to build and help you and edify you and your people.
Because you are the most, out of all the resources, you're the one that stands out the most.
Right.
They just use you over and over and over again.
Right.
And these people coming over, they never buy from you. They're
Never.
never putting money in your hand
Do,
to buy from you.
do y'all think about that? Do you ever think about what these Asians, these Koreans do when they sit at the table and they drive far from your neighborhood, far from your neighborhood, into their own little nice little house, mansion, okay? And they all sit around the table eating just the best quality food, right? What do they say about us? Because all of their money is made from pimping us. They come to this country, and the first thing they do is beeline into getting a business where they can get money from us. And we give it to them. We don't have to give it to them, y'all. We don't have to give them our business. But we do. What do they say about us? There must be some real shady shit going on when they go home. And not even when they go home, while they working, while we're in their faces.
The way they'll speak their language.
We don't speak their language, and they don't give a damn about us. And we go in there and we actually worship them with our money. We worship them. We put down our coins right on their daggone thrones, at their feet.
That has to be
bow down.
a ritual.
It is a ritual. We throw our money down at them. We bow down on them. We tithe into them. Just like that. And we act like it's okay. Like it ain't nothing. We just want to discount it like it ain't nothing, but it is something. And back in the day, not long ago, when we used to go to our own little general store, and our Negro man, well, he might have charged too much for a few items, but we gave our money to him, and it made his kids be able to go to school. It made him drive a better car, and we could see him living in his nice house, and we could see the results of our money in our own neighborhood that we sold into another individual.
It's totally flipped on his head now. It's totally flipped on his head now.
Mm-hmm.
Because oh man.
Kamala. You want to talk about that Kamala crap? We did kind of touch on that already, right?
Yeah, I mean,
no. I want to talk about how they infiltrate your culture, how pop music, K-pop, how daggone Michael Jackson is dead, but now you got Koreans acting like they Michael Jackson, infiltrating not just America but the entire world with their remix of the King of Pop's music. And we all right with all that stuff. We all right with calling ourselves African, but seeing how everything we do is an influencer in the world, but we still think it all comes from Kemet or Africa. You stupid as hell. They ain't giving nothing to
yeah,
us.
that's what I mean about that whole setup. It's like you're saying something that don't even sound right.
Right.
I mean, all of them. I just ask them simple questions. Why are you so in a hurry to get into these other cultures? What is it about your culture that makes you run from it and go be these other people?
Because we let people tell us that we don't have a culture. Oh, yeah, we let Nigerians tell us we don't have a culture. White people tell us we don't have a culture. When everything we say, our slang influences the entire world. There now is an American language. It's not even English. It's American.
Right.
Which is us. Right. Because who changed the English? I mean, if you just came here as an Englishman, why would your language change?
Right.
It would be like everywhere else in the world where the English are. The English language is English.
Right.
But no, we are the influencers. So therefore, American language has predominated in America, not English. Our language, our music, our food, our clothes, our inventions, our everything. It's what dominates the Americas. But we want to sit up there and throw it all like Africa did it to us. Really? So we all wearing dashikis and that's it? Dashikis and nappy afros. That's what we are about.
But Africans,
And all we can do is sing a couple of songs. That's what the Africans do. I don't only know two daggone tunes, two rhythms from the Africans, and they're really monotonous. But that's what we got. That's our culture.
yeah, and
Now,
then
we eating a fufu and the things that they eat? We eating rat and all kinds of weird shit that they eat? No. We don't have a lineage that shows our roots are from Africa. And they know this. We have our roots where we are, but we don't love ourselves enough to understand the truth. Or we are too cocky to understand that we've been fooled. We are too cocky to think, oh, we've been fooled. How could they lie to us? I don't know what the disconnect is or why we can't get it. But if you ever been in the presence of somebody from Africa or from one of these African countries, you will know that we ain't the same. They don't come here and start fighting in wars automatically. And we understand that we had people fighting from the first Revolutionary War. Not just somebody, many bodies. We thought it was just Crispus Attucks, boo. But it was a whole lot of us in that war. A whole lot. Most of us got revolutionary soldiers in our family, but we just haven't done the research. So you're going to tell me these Africans are coming in and joining the military and saying, let me fight for America in droves? I don't think so. If that was a pattern of behavior, they would do that. Or are they sailing over here in boats like in droves because they came here early? There's the other argument. Oh, they came here early. The Negroes they were here, they came from Africa because they sailed over here. Are they sailing now? Do we see a lot of Nigerians sailing over here? Are they sailing around? I haven't seen them. I don't even see them buying sailboats. So where's the pattern of that? There is none. That damn Pan-African bullshit lie don't make a sense. It can't even stand. It can't stand. It has no logic. None. Yeah. Let me lay on a piece of wood and have you vomit and piss on me and the other one vomit and piss on me. How long do you think Lisa gonna last with that? I could take a hell of a lot. I really can. But you piss the shit on me.
Your
vomit on me.
Your mouth all open.
My mouth all open. I got shit pissed and vomit on me.
And the boat is shaking. And the boat is rocking.
I won't last a couple of days. I'm telling you, I won't last. I'm not gonna last. I'm not gonna last. That's some bullshit. That we sitting up there 3 months covering, and you gonna think they was washing us? Motherfuckers left us down there, and I tried to forget we was down there. You think they was really feeding folk? Motherfuckers weren't. You know how they act now. How do you think they acted then? Same motherfucker right there. Wasn't trying to do nothing right. They would try. If they tried it, they tried to do it for nothing. And it didn't work. Because they didn't need to do it anyway. It's a whole lie. It makes no motherfucking sense. Lined up like sardines, shitting and pissing each other's faces and vomiting over each other. And yeah, we made it all right. Oh, what? What the fuck? Your grandmama can't stay in a nursing home without her getting the bed sore because they ain't turning her. But you can lay on a plank of wood and have people vomiting, shitting, and pissing on each other, and you're gonna be just fine. Yeah, okay, dumbass.
Now, this is what they're teaching at universities, at historically black colleges and universities today. And you don't think the people who are running the schools and all know this?
They try to act like this stuff makes sense, and they get paid for convincing you that this makes sense. Oh, wait a minute. Let's really remember your wonderful God president built a whole daggone a museum where you walk into the belly of a ship.
Who?
The only president you love. Obama. Your Negro president. Oh, he's not Negro. That's right. He's African American. Yeah, he's a real African American. And he built a whole museum where the first thing you do is walk into the belly of a ship.
No, you're kidding, right?
No, that's how it's designed.
It's a museum?
The African American Museum in DC, that's what the way it's designed is you walk into the belly of a ship.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding you. You didn't hear about that?
No.
How much fucking billions of dollars did he spend to convince these niggas that they are? That's what he did for the nigga. Keep you on lock. Oh, I'm gonna build a museum so you can walk in there and be convinced of who you are. You ain't nothing but chattel from Africa, bitch. How dare you call the kings, queens, empresses, emperors of this land chattel cast-offs from Africa that came here in the belly of a ship covered in shit, piss, and vomit? How dare you, nigga? And you love him. Oh, you love Obama. He was good. He did good things. He fucking did some insulting bullshit to you.
What on this American Indian Party?
Oh, when Obama was on a live, because Obama was on a live. He's on. See, you have access, people. Obama does lives on Facebook. Biden does lives on Facebook. Trump, all these people do lives. You have access. When Obama did a live, I said, how dare you build a fucking museum showing Indians in the belly of a slave ship coming from Africa? You liar. You have access to these people. You can go on their lives. You can email these motherfuckers. You can let them have a tally of how many people actually know the fucking bullshit is a lie. See, us talking amongst ourselves, they know so-and-so has 30,000 subscribers. This one has that many subscribers. They know that there's a lot of people. But as long as we just talk amongst ourselves, it is a non-factor. The truth has to be spoken publicly in everyone's face.
Every day?
Every day. Every day, with everybody from the common person that you run into in line at the Walmart to the daggone president, ex-president, when they on their Facebook lives. You liar. Tell the truth about the American Indian. Tell the truth about the Negro American Indian. Tell the fucking truth.
And if they don't tell the truth, you guys in the chat, you tell the truth. And you want to see it spread like wildflower?
Yes.
Just tell the truth.
Exactly.
And those of you who can't stand the truth, just kiss your ass goodbye because you don't hear it.
Let me tell you, your usefulness is over because we got the truth. Your usefulness as a gatekeeper, overseer, social political overseer is over. They don't need an overseer when the daggone sheep are loose and they took their blinders off and they not sheep no more. Their usefulness is over.
Over.
But and also you got to protect. We got to do this not just for us, but there's a whole population of us who have been I would say genetically programmed to be can't get right folk. They just can't get right. They are sheep, permanently sheep. And we all have them in our family. We all have them in our communities, and we have to be protectors of them. We have to be good stewards of them because there are so many people that are being deceived by these overseers. So we kind of have to like form a barrier cushion for them. We have to stand in front of them.
So how was that done?
By organizing, like I said, by organizing and saying that you represent your community and represent these sheep. And once the sheep see you doing good things for them, they're going to come and they're going to come in the fold. They're going to be receptive to what you're doing. But initially, they're going to hate you and be angry at you because you're changing things that they don't want changed, that they feel comfortable with. But in order to help them and actually do things, you're going to have to give your money. You're going to have to spend your money. You're going to spend your time. You're going to have to sacrifice your life and your time for that. Everybody is not for everybody. But there are a lot of people that are within this community that are those people. The reason that you have the knowledge is because you have been appointed to do the job. It is your responsibility to step up.
Well, Lisa, I just want to say thank you for joining us tonight. The chat is jumping.
Yeah, the chat is really jumping.
All I see is fireballs rolling through.
Thank you, everybody. This was fun.
So look, Lisa be back all the time, but we're starting this American Indian Party. And also remember this, there's a whole lot of things we can do. And one of the things that we got to get on is the environment. We have to act like this is our home if we're going to tell anybody it is our home.
Right.
We have to treat this better than what we're treating it.
Right. Like, like my trailer, like I've been staying, I moved back and I hadn't been in my trailer, my trailer got a little bit, I left the windows open and it got all dusty in there and it's really just dusty. That's all. I needed just to wipe everything down and get it right. I fixed it up to the point that I really love it. It's actually cuter than any hotel room that or Airbnb that I've stayed in. And I don't have running water. I don't have electricity. I have some solar panels and that's about it. But it is actually livable. Like I have, propane heaters. I have things. Why am I not in it? I have decided that I'm staying in that trailer. I'm not spending another dime in a hotel room. I have water, water I can bring in and a water barrel container. I'm going to start collecting water. I already have some water collected. And I'm going to start using my natural resources and working this through. I have had electricity, a pole put up, but the electric company has not connected it to the pole yet. Because they probably don't want me there. But guess what? I don't need that for comfort. I really don't. I can be comfortable without their shit. And I need to show that not only to them, but to my own people. That I'm ride or die. That I'm good with this. That I'm comfortable with nature and the environment that we're in.
So do you think that's what's going to take for a lot of us?
It doesn't take a lot of us. I'm just one person. So It doesn't take a lot. I mean, my whole family ain't going to be willing to do that. Are you kidding me? Let's be real. Right. But it only takes one. One good person to make a change that can move a lot of people and make a lot of difference. That's all. One person that's willing to sacrifice, or maybe a couple people that are willing to take turns. You know, but
Yeah.
it can be. It's a doable thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like it can be done any kind of way.
Right.
And the reason I was asking because a lot of people are being gentrified in these cities.
Mm-hmm.
And the alternative lifestyle like that might just be the thing that they need.
Right. Right. And also, we need to create the standard because we are the standard. We need to stop. Okay, first we need to do what what I'm talking about. Like, we need to organize, get your families organized. That's the first step. But then there's other steps: getting our little different businesses together, getting a network of our businesses together. And I like what Yolanda was talking about, like growing our own food and herbs and stuff and composting. Yes, that I have a composter too, and I have we need to do that and start bringing our our growing and all definitely our own chicken. We need our own chicken. We need our own whatever we eat: eggs, chicken, rabbits. Like, you love talking about the rabbits and the daggone I love goat meat.
Right.
So I mean, we are already talking. We're doing that. Fishing, using the clans. Remember, we were just on the Eastern Shore just grabbing up. Everything was
Right.
there. There were grapes. There were walnuts. There were so many things you could eat. But they want you to feel like there's lack, like there's nothing unless they supply it to you.
Right.
You are being deceived. You're being deceived.
Yeah.
We need to get it together. Understand this. There is abundance in our lives and in our earth. In our Americas, there is abundance. If there is daggone disease, they bring it. If there is daggone lack, they present that. They create that. It's all manipulation. Don't believe them. There should never be a depression because we always have shit. There's always fish in the ocean. There's always daggone vegetation we can eat. It is all because we get trapped in being dependent on them that we go into a state of depression. We are always creative. We can always make things. We can always trade things. There should never be any of that. It is all of their own creation, and we shouldn't buy into it ever.
Lisa, before you go, Yolanda Sanders asks, Lisa, how do we contact you?
Please, I need to hear from you, Yolanda, because we need to start, because like you're talking about, we need to get together, especially like I'm very much into herbal healing and growing stuff, and that's what the Acamacs are about. And what we need to do is form our own certifications. Fuck them and their certifications. How do they get to certify anybody in anything? We create our own. If anybody can certify, should be able to certify the rest of the people as us. We're the original people that know how to do this shit. We need to create our own standards, and they need to be trying to get our daggone certifications. Fuck that. So please contact me. You can reach me. I mean, she goes to my she needs to go to indigenousacamacs@gmail.org. She can also reach me on Facebook as Lyran Cypress. That's the best way, is to message me as Lyran Cypress. That's the best way. I have a Lisa Cypress, but I'm rarely on it because that used to be my Acamac ID. Anyway, that's a long story. You know how Facebook does stuff to fuck you up. But anyway, basically, Lyran Cypress on Facebook is how she can message me. That's the best way to reach me. If you email me, it's a catch can, but if you message me, you definitely will get me. That's the best way. And also, you can go, another good way to reach me is to go to the Acamac website, acamac.org. If you go to acamac.org, that'll go directly to my Acamac email, and I'll get a notification that I got a message on acamac.org. That's the other way.
Cool. Well, Lisa, Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank all the listeners, all the people in the chat for checking us out tonight. We really appreciate it. We're just trying to bring you some truthful information. Hopefully that, keep you unconfused while all this confusion is going on. Lisa,
Okay.
hang on for a minute and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Okay. Peace. Thank you.